more so, like recently, I just mentioned that ISO differentiated between cybersecurity and information security. I think in the times to come, privacy already, I believe in implementation, we take it separate. But the three things going to lead. InfoSec was already there. Cybersecurity just got a realization that it's a separate topic. And privacy obviously has to sit separately. So we're going to have chief privacy officers. We already have chief information security officers, and they're going to be separate chief cybersecurity officers in the time to come. Like we already have chief digital innovation officers. So again,
absolutely, privacy is absolutely a different ball game. So you have to understand the difference.
Yeah. So because more and more so data going on internet and cloud now these days, so the biggest concern would be privacy also. So there has been a lot of concern on security side, but now we're going digital, we're going door to door, home to home. So it's not face to face anymore. So there's more attention to be given to that side. So as we speak about digitalization, so if I engage on for this to help us elaborate that moving towards digitalization, so how much privacy needs to be incorporated along with security, you think?
Thank you, Ali. First of all, moving towards digitalization, it has increased the amount of data and the volume of data that is being collected now. In the earlier days, when this was only the information was recorded only in the physical form or on the papers, the information that used to be collected was very less. But now we have a lot of information. And at the same time, we have information and we have convenience of connecting the information to one subject or vice versa also. So it is important that we understand that digitalization is increasing the amount of information that is being stored. And as Maliha already said, that we cannot have data privacy without security. So security is there to control the access to the information, the legitimate access, and avoiding any kind of unwanted or unauthorized access to the information and data. So privacy protects our information, and which in a way that we do not want to share the information is supposed to remain unshared. And it may be our health related information, it may be personal finances information, it may be something like business secrets or business information or anything like that person doesn't want to disclose. So informational privacy is one of the 4 dimensions of data privacy, which include social privacy, psychological privacy, and physical privacy. So defining the requirements is, first of all, it depends on the regulations and the compliance requirements. The compliance regulations are like, say, for banking in Pakistan, it is a state bank that defines the level of privacy and the information that needs to be made private, kept private. And the compliance requirements are international standards like GDPR, CCPA, HIPAA. And after we have defined that which regulations and which compliance requirements are we required to follow and are we supposed to follow, then we have to, first of all, segregate and define the personally identifiable information of the customers and of the employees. I mean, all the data subjects. Then the financial transaction record or health records that we are maintaining, or the business information that is being maintained. And then important thing is to define the data owner. We generally, while studying information security as a subject, we understood that it is the business owner who is the data owner also. But that business owner is he may not have, or they may not have, full understanding of what are the privacy requirements. So in some developed organizations and the developed countries, they have started to mark the CISO or have first of all data privacy officer, and then there is one more way. Then we make the CISO the owner of the data, and who defines and determines the level of access that is required. The minimum should be on the least privilege principle. The access should be on the least privilege principle, that anyone wanting an access should be exposed to the information, only the information that he or she requires to process, nothing more than that. And the data custodians should very well understand that the level of that the information they are maintaining is important for the business, for the customer as a person, and for the business as an for the organization as a business. So defining the level of privacy, it is actually it varies from organization to organization. People and the organizations, they have to understand and they have to determine on their based on their regulatory requirements, based on the compliance requirements, and based on the volume of information they are storing. And again, it is only the privacy level is not a one size fit all. Privacy requirements are not one size fit all for all organizations. Thank you.
So thank you on, I think very nicely explained. It's not only regulators say over the privacy and data, but yes, there has to be a need assessment on the organization on its own also that described.